Hi you guys, so welcome back to the channel. Today we are tackling a ton of DIY items for Valentine's Day that you can use to decorate your home. So starting out here with the first one, we are going to use some construction paper to create this beautiful garland that you can use to decorate your Valentine's Day table, or you can place this wherever you would like to. So first we're going to start out by folding the paper in half in the long ways. Then we're going to go ahead and fold it in half again, and you guys can go ahead and follow what I'm doing here on the screen. I'm just taking a pair of scissors and making a cut right at the fold, and then I'm gonna go ahead and make sure to cut a crescent cut at the top of the paper. So this is what's going to give your heart the look that you are going for. So right here, all you want to do is just going back and forth and folding the paper like a paper fan, and then stapling it at the end so that you can get that nice heart shape. So I'm going to go ahead and create a lot more of these so that I can place them on the garland. Keep on watching and I will show you guys what to do next. Once you created the amount of hearts that you want to go on your garland, go ahead and grab a nice and thick needle and some string to be able to string these through. So now the nice thing is the construction paper is soft enough that the needle can go through without any problems. Do make sure to be careful with your fingers when you're doing this. And if you're enjoying this video so far, go ahead and give it a like, and this is what your garland is going to turn out like. You can use this for any type of decoration, and I absolutely love how quick and easy this one is to be able to make. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you guys how to make this beautiful heart decoration using one of the wreath forms from the store. So what I'm doing here is I'm grabbing a pencil and I'm going to be tracing it on any cardboard box will work, but anything that is not too difficult to be able to cut, because we're going to cut out a heart shape using a pair of scissors. So make sure that this is a nice and thin piece of cardboard. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if it fits in the center of the wreath. If you can, make sure to cut this appropriately, or else you have to add some tabs so that it doesn't pass through the wreath form. So that is why I ended up adding those. But the next step you're going to need is some crepe paper, and what you're going to do is you're just going to start cutting small little pieces, and what we're going to do is just kind of make a beautiful kind of blooming heart in the center of the wreath form. So what you're going to need is some Elmer's glue, and you can go ahead and add your glue like this, but I found that that was a little bit wasteful. So later on, I'm actually just going to dip the crepe paper into the glue and then put it on there. So for the crepe paper, what you want to do is take it, place a pencil at the center of it, twist it, and it will give you your floral petals, which is a really nice DIY to be able to do. I absolutely love doing this technique. It is an incredible way to be able to fill up a space with beautiful petals and things like that. So I really like this technique. So keep on watching and I will show you guys how this turned out. Now that you're all done with that, this is what it's going to turn out to look like, and you're just going to go ahead and place it. So before we place it there though, let's go ahead and work on the actual form. So what we're going to use is microfiber cloth that you can really find anywhere. And we're going to go ahead and use those to cover up the form. So what I'm going to do is cut this with a pair of fabric scissors, and then you're going to go around and leave some seam allowance because we're just going to hot glue this all over, and then at the center we're going to cut a little bit, but again, leave some seam allowance because I almost cut too close to it and didn't have enough to fold it over. So don't make the mistake like I did. I kind of had to stretch it out a little bit so that it could fit. But what we're going to do is use some hot glue. So you're going to put the hot glue against the wire pieces, and then you're just going to go ahead and glue that to the microfiber cloth, and it is absolutely stunning once you see how this turns out. So go ahead and repeat that all around the wreath form, and you guys will see just how beautifully that turns out. For the next project here, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and use an old candle jar. And this is a super easy DIY that you can do for a gift for Valentine's Day. So I'm using some foam in the center of the jar to stick these fake flowers into them. So I'm going to line up the flowers on the side, all along the sides here, leaving the center blank. And once you have that all set up, go ahead and grab some chocolates or your favorite candy and add it to the center of this beautiful little bouquet arrangement. This would be your reminder to not throw away your old candle jars. Next, I'm going to do some tea lights on the sides if you want to. You can go ahead and skip this part if you don't like it. But I went ahead and did this, and I thought that it was super cute. I also ended up elevating the chocolates a little bit, and I think that this is a really cute idea that you can do for Valentine's Day. Next, I added some cellophane wrap to keep everything together, and this is how this wonderful DIY came to be. Okay, you guys, so next project that we are tackling for today is going to be a Valentine's Day wall decoration, and we're going to be doing this using some canvases. So go ahead and remove the plastic covering from your canvas to start out. And then we're going to go ahead and jump into all of the materials you're going to need to be able to do this. For this DIY, I'm going to end up making 2 of them, and this is what it's going to end up looking like. I'm using some patching plaster to get this done. This is the highlight of the entire project that we're doing. So you're going to need 2 canvases, like I said, as well as 1 piping tip, just like this one. You can use any shape or any size that you want. And then I'm going to use a piping bag as well as some scraper tools to be able to make this. So starting off, you're going to go ahead and grab some hot glue, and you're going to go ahead and stick both of those canvases together because I wanted mine to be a longer rectangle vibe, so I kind of went with that. But anyways, next you're going to use some popsicle sticks in the back as well as some staples to be able to brace the 2 canvases together, and this has held up really, really well. So it's still around to this day, and I still use it as a piece of wall decoration, and this has held up really, really well. So next we're going to use the patching plaster. Go ahead and mix that up all together, and this is what it looks like straight out of the packaging, and you're going to put some of that onto your canvas, and this is what it's going to look like. The reason why you want to use the scraping tool to add a little bit of plaster is so that the plaster that you're going to pipe on there can stick down to this canvas. Okay, so you guys want to go ahead and follow these instructions exactly how I'm giving them to you, so that this can turn out really nicely and you don't have to have any problems. So I'm just filling up my piping bag just like the bakers fill it up inside of a cup. That is exactly what's going to help you here. So you want to work really fast because the patching plaster does tend to dry a little bit quickly if you work in small batches. But go ahead and pipe everything onto your canvas, and this is what it's going to dry it down to look like. So this actually takes just roughly 48 hours to be able to dry down, and this is the final product of it. You can leave it like this, or you can decide to paint it if you would like to. Today I'm actually going to choose to paint it, and I think that this is a wall decoration that is absolutely stunning. You can use it for Valentine's Day. You can keep it in your room. I think it's so cute. You can do this as a gift for somebody. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and paint it with some gold paint. As you guys can see here, I'm using a fine brush, and this is the final product. I am absolutely in love with how this piece turned out. Go ahead and comment down below and tell me which one of these DIYs is your favorite. And let's go ahead and jump into the next Valentine's Day DIY. Okay, so for our next project, we are working with foam board, and I am cutting out 2 heart shapes to be able to make some heart boxes. And I actually wanted to let you guys know that I do have an ebook that is out right now currently, and you guys are able to purchase this ebook if you are interested in styling ideas. So if you're an event planner, or if you're someone who likes to decorate for parties or any kind of event like that, then this is the ebook for you. I'm going to be able to leave the link in the description down below, but you will be able to have access to this on your phone and devices. This is an ebook that you have access to for life, and you can share it with anyone that you know would love to have an ebook that has a lot of guides and ideas on how to be able to create beautiful event decorations for any type of party. So go ahead and grab your ebook today, and I am really appreciative of you guys that have already purchased it. So thank you so much for doing so. Next, we're going to go ahead and cut some strips out of these foam boards so that we can make the border of the hearts. And we're just going to go ahead and score it where this is going to be able to allow the foam board to fold like you see here. And I'm just using a ruler to be able to do this, and they don't have to be perfect, but all you have to do is just make sure that you cut enough to the point where it can fold around the heart. I'm adding some hot glue, of course, and gluing that right onto the foam heart. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other side of that. And today I'm actually going to go ahead and make 2 heart boxes. So you can feel free to decorate these for any event that you really need to. So for me, I'm doing the Valentine's Day one, so I'm filling it up with some regular paper here that is pink, and then I'm going to decorate it with some flowers. And all I'm doing is adding the flowers onto some foam that I've added inside of the box, and then I'm going to decorate the outside of that. This project is a really nice project to be able to do. I have it on my YouTube channel if you guys need more details, and I also have it in the ebook that I showed you guys. So this is what it turned out to look like. This is super budget friendly and really beautiful. Okay, you guys, so for this next DIY, it is super simple. We're going to be using these frames that I got from the store, and we're going to use some hot glue gun as well as a pair of scissors. What you want to do is cut out a heart shape from any type of material that you have, preferably a cardstock material, and make sure that it fits inside the frame. Next, we're going to be doing the same thing that we did with our previous decoration piece with the heart wreath. So what you're going to do is go ahead and roll those pieces of crepe paper into sort of like a ball with the pencil in the middle, and you will get these beautiful flower petal shapes that you guys are seeing here. So go ahead and repeat that all over that heart that you cut out, and then you will see just how beautifully your decoration piece will come out. These are wonderful DIYs that you can go ahead and create that will stun whoever is coming over for your Valentine's Day party or whoever you're gifting them to. I think that these make wonderful decoration pieces for just about anyone. So keep on watching and we will go through what else we need to do to complete this project. Okay, so now that everything is done, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna grab a pair of scissors and just trim that once it's dry and make sure that it looks as neat and clean as possible so you guys can see what that looks like. So I am just going to use some hot glue to glue all of that together and making sure that everything is nice and put together. So what I'm gonna do is using my little hook here, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the vinyl, weed the vinyl that I ended up cutting with my Cricut machine, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut out my tape so that I am able to write a cute little message onto the DIY that we made. So I'm just gonna be removing the tape here and making sure that everything looks good. And I really like the fact that it says love on it. I think that this is a really sweet and neat idea that you can do. You can gift it to someone or you can decorate your place with it. I think that this is super cute. So jumping right into the next DIY here, I just thought of this idea on the whim, and I found this puzzle from the dollar store and I wanted to try out this DIY and see if it would work out. So I went ahead and actually did the puzzle and it was a lot of fun. I put this all together, and then next what I did was I made a DIY Mod Podge using some glue and water to be able to stick the puzzles together. This really made sense in my head, and so I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna stop until I actually see it in person in front of me. So I went ahead and painted this. It was $1.25 for the puzzle, so no risk really. And I went ahead and just painted the back to make sure that all of those pieces were going to stick together, because what I'm going to do is actually cut up this puzzle. So what I'm doing is I'm making a template with a piece of paper, and what I did was I folded it in half to be able to get a heart shape to the size that I needed it to be. I actually had a picture frame that I measured this out into beforehand so that I could make sure that it would actually fit. So once you have your heart, go ahead and lay it on top of there and then trace it out onto your puzzle. And then because we Mod Podged this together, you'll be able to cut it. Make sure to do this carefully. Of course, I have this on speed, but go ahead and take your time to be able to cut that out, and the puzzle pieces should be able to stay intact. So next, what I ended up doing was I took some red paint and I painted that. I let it dry, and now I'm going to go ahead and trace the puzzles with some gold paint. And this was the idea that came from my head, and I just really wanted to see it in real life, and I am so glad that I actually ended up doing it. I think that creativity is something that once you feel inspired to do something, you should definitely go ahead and give it a try. So this was my first time trying this, and I really love how it turned out, and it is absolutely wonderful. If you guys enjoyed today's DIYs, go ahead and leave a comment down below which one was your favorite, and also go ahead and like this video if you enjoyed it. And I'm really, really happy with how these projects came out. So I hope that you guys will like them and have a happy Valentine's Day. Have fun gifting all of these projects and DIYs with your friends and family. I think that you guys should definitely share this with anyone that you know that absolutely loves to craft and make their own decorations. So I'm really, really happy with how all of these projects came out. And once again, before I leave, I wanted to show you guys some of the things that you can expect with the ebook. If you guys decide to get it, it has a lot of different ideas that you guys can incorporate for weddings, baby showers. It comes with instructions, step-by-step instructions, and it is a 40-page ebook that you are able to download and have access to on your phone, on your tablet. You can take it with you wherever you are going and whenever you need it. So it is a great guide and resource to decorating for parties. So let me know if you guys get yours in the comments down below, and I would love to thank you guys for doing so. And yeah, so it is a downloadable ebook that is absolutely amazing, and I had so much fun crafting it for you guys, and I hope to have a couple of other ebooks that will be able to help you guys with event styling. So go ahead and grab yours today, and thank you so much for watching.